I'm a blue cheese kind of guy.
Blue cheese sounds
It's crazy.
We don't have pig here.
Sure you do.
Of course you do. I know, it's the macaroni cheese thing.
Yes, mac and cheese.
Oh.
What is up? Welcome back. It's Aaron
And Petra.
We're a US and European couple discovering the US.
Today we're watching a video called Europeans Tremble After Experiencing America, and it's absolutely insane.
The World Cup is going on in America right now, and the scenes coming out of it are absolutely nuts. So hopefully some of these Europeans can show us what America is really about. And we're excited to see their experience.
Very excited. I'm ready.
We post videos every single week.
So make sure you like and
subscribe. And
Let's
now,
go.
let's get into it.
I am
ready.
Oh.
Look at that guy. He's loving it. Look
They
at that.
love it.
All right, for real quick. There is nothing more European than that young man's outfit. Look at those shorts.
Oh, the guy in the middle.
Yeah. I mean, that outfit right
loves
there.
it.
Look at this.
And you can hear how they're all singing, so they love it.
They're taking over this pub.
Imagine how many people are here for the first time ever. Like ever, just because of this. That's insane.
They've been watching movies their entire life of
Yeah.
America, and they're finally here.
They're finally here.
And they're living it up.
So, how we go? Here, where?
Is that ice cream?
Yes.
9 liters of ice cream. I never saw this in Europe. Why so big?
What do you do with that? Eat it for a year?
The portion sizes, they're just different.
Whoa. Hold on. So in Europe, we don't have it like that, right? So if you buy this much of ice cream, how long do you have it for?
Maybe it depends on the family. Maybe a month.
Oh, for the whole family. Okay, that's not that much.
It's not for one person.
Okay.
No.
Oh, don't scare me like that one. Go on.
Why so big?
See all the cowboy hats back there?
Mesdames et messieurs, we need to talk about l'Amérique. As French, we need to stop saying Vive la France and start saying Vive l'Amérique. This is incroyable. C'est incroyable. I just
say?
had Texas barbecue for the first time in my life. Poof. Better than any moment in my life. And I am married and have 2 kids. Oh, but in France, you have des crêpes, les petits pains au chocolat, les croissants. No, I give my left croissant for a Texas brisket. Don't even get me started on Costco.
Costco. This guy is
Costco?
loving it. Do you know what Costco is?
Yeah, it's a store.
You don't know what Costco is.
Costco. Isn't it like a grocery store or something?
Kind of. It's like a huge, you get amazingly huge portions on there. By the way,
Oh, everything
You
is
know.
big. We were there.
we were at Sam's Club.
Oh,
Sam's
Sam's
Club,
Club.
if you know what Sam's Club is. We were at Sam's Club when we
Yeah.
visited. We haven't been to Costco. And there's a place called BJ's too. There's all these huge, like-
BJ's is insane though.
Yeah, yeah.
It's crazy. No, it's crazy if you think about how many stores there are for. Let's continue
Yeah,
watching.
yeah.
Costco is bigger than my village. Where I
Whatever.
whatever you want at Costco, it's there.
Is he pretending, by the way, to talk like that? Like, do French people actually talk like that in English? Because that is insane accent.
I think he might be
Ooh.
impersonating.
You think so?
I think so.
Oh.
Low key.
Okay.
Show up and you could buy your whole life there. We need to start a revolution just to get Costco in France. I will be the first one to say I will start a revolution to quitter Costco. Les Italiens, les Italians.
Is that how
Italian?
French people talk?
I think this guy.
I'm not. I guess I'm not from France, clearly, right? So.
I'm sorry, but ranch makes pizza better than anything I've ever tasted.
Oh, ranch. Have I tried that? I don't think
No,
I've tried ranch.
she never had ranch before.
But I've heard it's good. But some people also don't like it. Like this one next to me, I think he doesn't like it. So
I'm a blue cheese kind of guy.
blue cheese sounds
It's crazy.
crazy. Imagine cheese is freaking blue. Actually, why is it even blue? It's like why?
Because it's moldy.
Sounds yummy. Go on.
When you go to a restaurant, you leave a tip. It's
Tip?
because they're so nice. But my waitress, she came over and talked to us like we had known each other for years. It was like she wanted to be my best friend. And at the end, I felt stupid not to leave a tip. In France, they want to take off the tip of my head.
Wait, real quick. What is your perspective on American tipping culture?
Never paid in America before. But from what I've seen, it's a lot of pressure. So you have to pay more, right?
Right.
Than it actually is. Here, you put like €1 or €2. Some people do €5, or you just round it up. If it's like $4.50, you say, okay, it's fine, $5.
$5.
But
So like
there,
50
as far as
cents.
I know, it's like more for everything, especially if they're being nice. But they're faking and they're not actually being nice. They're just nice to get higher tip, as far as I've seen. So I don't know. It's a bunch of dishonesty. From my perspective, as a very direct European, is
It doesn't look
fake.
good. It doesn't
Yeah.
look good. What do you think, our fellow Americans?
also, is he actually French? I don't want to make fun of him or anything like that. But to me, it sounds like he's impersonating a French person. I don't
Low-key.
think it would be that bad. But anyway.
Speaking about how nice and friendly these Americans are, I think in France, I can count on one hand how many people have smiled at me.
It's kind of hard to understand him.
Normally,
Yes, it is.
you smile, you know. I think my mother has smiled at me twice. Here, just going down the street, everybody says hi. Like, what,
Everyone smiles at him.
what do you want? What do you mean hi? What do you mean bonjour? Oh, hi. This is a normal road in America.
That actually looks really nice. In my area, I'm just going to speak for myself. We don't have roads that's nice. We don't have that kind of bike lane. You see the bike lane on the street?
Yeah,
That's very European. They have bike lanes everywhere.
true.
So this is actually an impressive street.
Fancy one.
Fancy.
This is
It
bigger
might be
than
called
the
Fancy
Champs-Élysées.
Street.
This car right here is called a Waymo. Waymo?
Waymo.
C'est ça? Yeah, Waymo. And for the longest time, I wondered why it was called a Waymo. It is because America has way more than the rest of the world.
Can I please?
Hold on. That guy better be speaking a little bit better next time.
The punchline.
I couldn't understand shizzle.
He said the car's called a Waymo because America has way more than the rest of the world. Let's go.
Hold on, is a Waymo like some Chinese car, or is it something like Uber kind of thing?
Trust me.
I feel like it sounds familiar to me, but I'm not sure because we don't have that. So.
Trust me, I don't know.
Okay.
Please
Ooh,
have the
French
roast beef.
spaghetti.
Oh, that looks so
Oh.
good. It looks so juicy. I'm not
What?
getting all that, obviously. Wait, I'm getting all of that? Wait, what? She's joking. No, she must be joking. Oops. No way. What? I get all of that? Oh my goodness.
Ain't no way that's real.
What a
She must be joking, does she?
that portion size is insane.
What? Hold on, what? Hold on, so that can be for lunch, for dinner, for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner, for all 3 days
All
probably. He's
of 'em.
good.
Yeah.
That is crazy. What is that though?
I think it's just a ham. Just a ginormous piece of
Have a
ham.
pig
Thank
for
you.
him?
Wait, look. He's about
I
to
don't
show
know
it.
what to say. Welcome to Texas. Is this a
Oh, and the dry
Cornbread.
Ooh, one of the driest things I've ever tried. I'm not gonna lie. I tried it like 5 different times, 5 different places.
She just didn't have the good one. Isn't that right?
I guess so. Well,
She
you
loves
didn't
corn,
take, You
though.
didn't take me to a good one.
Well, next time.
You better do.
Yeah.
Might be in a few months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, but a second. Real quick. She loves corn.
Yes.
She
I
loves
love it.
cream corn.
Ooh, corn on the cob.
Corn on the cob, cream corn.
When I heard it, about it for the first time, I said, "Oh, it's a cob on a corn."
Cob on the
And he
corn.
left for 5 days.
Yes,
and
I
made fun
did.
of me, but-
We were having some barbecue in the great state of Alabama.
Alabama. Go on. Let me
this
see
a
if that's
normal
Texas. Is that
size?
Texas?
It is? Is this Texas style?
I would say it's Texas size.
All right.
Service about an 18 to 20 ounce portion of prime rib.
Wow, amazing.
Oh my gosh. 18 to 20 ounce of prime rib. That's like
You know how many pigs they have to get for this?
true. And then
about it.
everyone doesn't eat their whole thing
pig.
either.
See?
A lot of food gets
It's a waste
wasted.
of damn food. That's what that is. Go
They don't
on.
have these portions in Europe though.
No,
Amazing.
we don't waste that
Right,
much.
ready for a light lunch here in Houston, Texas?
Look at that piece of bread. Ooh,
Wait,
that was
go
the
back, go back,
biggest
go back.
piece of bread I've ever seen.
amazing.
Did you see that? That's toast.
We got a piece of toast. Looks like we got a lemonade, fried okra,
That
Brussels
ain't
sprouts.
lemonade. That's some fake lemonade. I'm telling you that right now.
You better relax.
There might be an iced tea actually.
Maybe it's an Arnold Palmer. Do you know what that is?
No.
It's tea and lemonade mixed.
What is that green thing?
That's Brussels sprouts.
Okay, but that pig still be bleeding though.
Yes, it
This
does.
is too big of a portion. He's not gonna eat that.
No way. He's not
He
gonna
is
finish that.
not gonna eat that. I kind of want to try a little bit of that though.
Hey.
What is that thing in the back? Is that potatoes?
That is fried okra.
Oh,
You remember?
Yes,
I
I
think we
do.
tried that.
I like everything, so I'm not a picky person.
She's not
but-
picky.
But the green thing don't look the best. I'm not gonna lie.
They don't have any of this in Europe.
No, we don't have any pork. We don't have pig here.
Sure you do.
Of course we do. You said we don't
Ready
have
for
it.
a light lunch here in Houston, Texas?
You better keep watching.
Being a Brit from the UK, we all have a
Oh.
perspective of what we think America is like.
Here we go. All right. Here we go. What is your perspective?
On America?
Mm-hmm.
In general?
In general.
I don't know. I haven't seen much. I haven't seen enough, and I haven't met really any
That's why
people.
we're doing this channel.
Right. I don't know anything. That's the whole point of this channel. So that's actually a great question.
She's a European discovering the US.
Yeah. I've never lived in the US either. So US, the first word that I think about is big.
Huge.
Yeah. That's I'm gonna leave it at that.
Let's go.
We all think they love fast food, they don't eat healthy, and they just sit at home, relax all day, don't work. Listen, that's what we think. But no, it's the complete opposite. Literally, Americans do not like a lot of fast food. They're into
What do you think about that?
Okay, hold on. Let me hear more. Let me hear more.
fitness. People love soul food. People love to cook. People love exploring. People love going out. Honestly, being a Brit, we get told different things. We see different stuff. So I'm coming here, experiencing it, and understanding people's life. It is so
Right.
good.
It probably depends also like which country you're in. I mean, which state you're in. Because not every state is the same as far as I know in
True.
terms of food and how wealthy the state is and
The
how
people.
people look and how they are and how they act and all those things. So I don't think it's easy to say, oh, of course, everyone's like this because people generalize all the time, right? But what we do here,
Yes.
and we heard my whole life is like, oh, they just eat mostly junk food and you see bigger people most of the time and so on and so on. So it's like not the best things, basically.
It's
what
not
we
fair though.
usually
It's
hear.
not fair.
It's not fair. But at the same time, they do say that it's World of the Dreams or whatever it's called.
It's the American dream.
Yeah, the American Dreams. So it's kind of like a mix of different things. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, it is. Let's go.
Literally, if you're not from the USA, you need to come here. You need to experience what it actually is like. And also,
Tell me where you are then, boy.
we
Yeah.
don't even know
Yeah,
that
tell me
there's
where you
50
are.
States. Well, unless you're like me, I didn't know there was.
He didn't know there was 50 states.
He thought it was just one.
I love it.
Bring your European friend to New York City the night the Knicks win the title. Okay, let's see.
Do you know who the Knicks are?
No.
We got a lot to learn, y'all. We got a lot to
Let me
learn.
admit, I've never seen Europeans this happy visiting the United States. Right now, they are happy jumping up and down, going out, greeting people. And you know why? Because they're experiencing this culture shock they have never seen in the European society. I don't know what you folks are saying, but based on what I've experienced so far, Europeans are loving every aspect of the American society. And it's
Who's
simply-
talking? Like, how is everyone has such a strong accent? I don't understand. I'm from Europe too, and English is not my first language, but I don't have strong accents. So I don't understand how. I feel like people are trying to do that also on purpose. Like people that are filming the songs and
True,
stuff,
true,
just
yeah.
to be more like obvious. Like I could do my
Accent?
accent too, you know, with no problem.
No problem.
Well, it'll probably be a struggle actually, because I'm not used to it. But
True.
I could have a strong accent too, but I learned not to have it. So.
Doesn't she have good English, by the way?
Well, it's like nothing, you know what I mean?
You better give me the high five right now.
Thank you. I have this
When
one
they
too.
go back, they'll miss a lot in the United States. Be it food, be it the
No,
transport
just
system,
dabbing
the
everyone.
infrastructure. It just seems Americans do not appreciate their country as Europeans
guy's
do.
living it up.
Anyway, folks, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. Let's get into it.
Here's girl Austin, Texas, trying her first ever Texas barbecue.
That kind of sounds nice, though. I do wanna.
I'm telling you right now, Texas barbecue is different.
Can you take me there?
Yes. The brisket, we'll see what she gets, but the brisket is phew.
Brisket.
Oh yeah. Oh gosh, that's wonderful.
Ooh, ribs.
I could have this at home.
You love ribs.
Oh, that's
You know what that is?
hold on, how's it called? I know it's the macaroni cheese thing.
Yes, mac and cheese.
Oh, couldn't even remember that. See, but I know the whole word.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I've tried that a few times, and
Disappointed.
Yeah.
She was disappointed,
Sadly,
y'all.
I was disappointed. I don't even know what to say.
I think.
Well, you didn't take me to good places. We went to a few places, but it was there was just no taste. It was zero taste in it. It was basically just macaroni in
Cream.
cream. And tasted like nothing. A few times I really tried it because I like to eat almost everything, and it wasn't good. It wasn't. I couldn't eat it.
She didn't have the right one.
But this one looks
Tasty.
orange and tasty.
Yes, it does. Look how big it is. My gosh. Oh.
But that's junk food, isn't it? Like
Mac and cheese?
is not healthy. I bet it's not because there's a bunch of cheese in there.
I mean,
Especially for people that have that all the time. I don't know. I mean, you tell me. Whoever eats that more often knows more about that. I'll be really happy to read comments about that because I don't know anything about it.
I actually don't know. I don't imagine it's incredibly healthy. So I'm going to leave it at that.
That it's not healthy.
Yes.
Mm.
That looks amazing.
Folks, I'm
that's how it
sincerely dying. What a wonderful way to enjoy the sumptuous meals offered by the United States. A lot of Europeans are finding a variety of foods that they've never seen in the European society. And when you
This voice came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I think that's the guy.
That's the channel.
That's the channel.
look at
Interesting.
this lady,
Crazy.
sincerely, Europeans are loving every bit of the United States. And this time round, it's time to showcase the USA.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Here we go.
Thank you.
And like I say, before y'all leave, don't forget to get on the board.
Oh, yeah, we'll add ourselves on. Thank you so
Y'all,
much.
where is that?
That's
That's somewhere around you, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's got to be in the South. She's got the Jesus Save shirt on, John 3:16. Are they in a gas station? I think it's a gas station.
Is it?
Yeah, yeah. Because I got behind her right here.
Is a car here? Oh, why?
You-
What is that?
I bet you don't know what that is. This is to me, it looks like something that either keeps things cold, like a fridge, or it's something that keeps things warm.
It
And
looks
it's
like
for
a bunch of
biscuits
cakes.
and
Oh.
maybe cakes, yeah. It's some kind of like gas station
You would get
restaurant.
cake on a gas station?
Yes. It's
In,
special.
I mean, in a gas station?
It is special.
That's crazy. Oh, I need cake for my daughter. Let me go to gas station to get it. That is insane.
See, you see?
I kind of want to try one just to see how.
Don't knock it till you try. Yes. Don't
Yes,
knock it till you
exactly.
try it.
Thank you so much.
Don't judge a cake by its cover.
Check this.
Yeah.
You better
High-
continue.
High trust societies.
Look at that. We got hold on. Let's see that real quick. We got $1.85, 20
Okay.
ounce.
Okay.
And we got free refills. All the
Trust
refills you want.
societies.
Before we continue, folks, I've seen a lot of Europeans appreciating the services that they're receiving in the United States. And one thing for sure, you don't joke when it comes to provision of service within the United States.
This is how they function. You just come up,
How do you say
you take your
ounces?
cup.
Ounces, yeah.
Everything here is refillable.
I never tried Dr.
Dr.
Pepper, white or red or
Diet. That's diet. The white one's diet. Minute Maid. You never had that either?
No. Sprite, Coke. Coke is the only thing usually
You've had
I got
Coke,
last
yeah.
time. I don't know. I've seen so many people drink a bunch of Dr. Pepper and they were...
Do you like Dr. Pepper?
No, it's like, it's very, very, it seems very heavy to me. Like if I drink that every now and then, even a few times a week, I think it's horrible because
The sugar or what?
soda is really bad in general. Soda is extremely bad. And it helps with getting bigger a lot.
Yes.
So
It
I
doesn't
can't
help.
imagine like having that. And last time I was in America, and first time, I had Coke every now and then, but because they put too much ice in there, I didn't drink water because it was too icy for me. It was too cold. So I had Coke instead, so there was some taste, but then I had it too much. So I realized like after a week I had too much Coke already. And I can't imagine how people do the same thing, just with different drinks.
Over and over.
If you ask me, it's too many options. I would just have like 2-3 options, that's it.
See, that's one thing about Europe. That's a big difference between Europe and the U.S. In the U.S., there are a million options for everything.
Yeah.
Like you can go to
Yeah.
the Walmart and you can pick out between 15 different straw brands,
Which
something
is
so
crazy.
basic.
Yeah.
But in Europe, maybe you have 2 or
Yep.
1 even. So yeah.
It's also another aspect that Europeans are finding interesting. Yes, refillable everything, and you're not paying for it. Imagine it. You cannot find that in Europe, only in the USA.
Hey,
Yeah.
Dr. Pepper.
They have the tea, iced tea.
Iced tea. It better be sweet though. Oh
I
look,
don't
it
like
says.
that.
Oh, it says unsweet.
Oh.
But I haven't tried a proper
Oh, sweet
southern
tea.
sweet tea, so that's what I'm gonna go for today.
Oh, he's in Georgia. I think
I
he's
don't
in
know.
Georgia because I see. You see that flag, that yellow flag right there?
Mm-hmm.
That's Masters. Masters is a golf tournament in Georgia.
Oh, okay.
So maybe he's in
Okay.
Georgia. Wait, hold on. What's that team?
I believe here in the south.
No,
they
this
really
is
do like
Texas
it sweet.
actually.
Texas.
Check this place out, guys.
Sam Houston. Okay.
All the
Okay.
memorabilia, all the
Okay.
different flags and stickers.
It is a gas station show, though, isn't it?
It's what?
Gas station.
Yes, it's a
Okay.
gas station.
It's
Or some small like mom and pop restaurant.
Oh, okay. Cute.
so cool. And it's great to support a family-owned business here in small town Texas. I love this. Check out the football helmets.
Oh yeah, high school.
Oh, that's cool.
Or no, those are probably
Classic
college,
football
but
helmets, flags.
that's
They've
awesome.
even got like model planes and everything here.
what? This is
Wow.
this is truly like America. Like
It's so much. Like, it's so America. It's too much of everything. Like, the store is just full of shit. You know what I mean? Like, you come in there, you look around, there's always something to see. Like, here, it's more basic. Like, there's
True,
not
yeah.
much
Yeah.
around. Even, like, restaurants and stuff, unless they have some special design or I don't know, or characteristic. But this is extreme. I like it, though. Like, it's very different. For me, it looks like a game. You know what I mean?
right, right.
It looks fake, like in the movies.
America just has so many things
Mm-hmm.
compared to Europe.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like football helmets.
Incredible.
It looks really
Actually
awesome though.
inscribed
Oh, look at this table. That's awesome.
With the old pictures.
on
Wow.
the table. God is the answer always. That's beautiful.
Americans, you are so lucky. I have spent the weekend experiencing a tiny, tiny portion of what an American summer can look and feel like. And all I have to say is, wow. Like,
What do you think of when you think of an American summer?
A week off.
1 week.
That's what I think.
Okay, fair enough. You want to
From what I
elaborate?
heard.
Elaborate on this real quick.
From what I heard and people I met, they don't have much of free time or much of holidays. So they go somewhere, it's for a week, right? And that's it. They don't afford to go somewhere for 2 weeks, for example, because a week is literally you fly there or travel there and they have to already go back.
Yeah, yeah.
That's how it feels like. So I don't know.
Well, and then you got to elaborate on the European side. What is it like?
Oh, how is it European? Well, it's different for everyone. But in my country, I would say most people or some people go for vacation. They either go for a longer period of time, like 2-3 weeks, and really spend that time with their family or whoever they're with. Or they take a week here and then a week here and then a week here. And it's usually like around 30 days, somewhere around there. It depends. It's very, very different. So I'm not going to say like a specific number, but it's something like that. And then depends on where you work, of course.
It's insane. Most people take like 2 weeks at a time.
Yeah, or at least a week for sure, but probably more than a week, yeah. But some people go less. I mean, it depends.
Depends on what they want.
Yeah.
like, you get the weather, there's so many things near us. We spent the night in the mountains, and then 20 minutes down the road, there's like a beach that goes into the mountains. And I just feel like you get such a better quality of life. Like, we have some
Wow,
of the same
okay.
things in the UK, but the weather's so bad. And another thing that I
That's
found really
true.
cool is you don't have to pay to park here. So we've had like a free day out. Whereas if you were going to majority of
Oh, that's a good point.
Wait, did she say to park? Free to park?
Free to
Or-
park.
Oh, yeah, you have to pay everywhere here.
Everywhere.
Like, everywhere.
Everywhere in Europe,
Everywhere.
you have to pay. Everywhere. There's nowhere to park for free. For example, going to the grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can go in for free, but for like an hour and a
Yeah, like
half.
An hour and a half.
And then you have to, if you stay, you have to pay longer. Or
Yeah,
you have
so,
to pay.
yeah, because the problem used to be that people would leave the cars that are overnight. Or the whole day, most of it, actually the whole day, need to correct myself, so they could go to work and leave the car there if the work didn't have their private,
parking.
whatever. Yeah. But now you can't do that because, then people can't come shopping. So it's
'Cause then
bad
you gotta-
for a store.
Yeah. It's crazy to me. That's
places
crazy.
like this in the UK, you'd have to pay to park. It wouldn't be expensive, but I just feel like you're so lucky to live here.
Well, that was insane. it's really refreshing for me to see so many Europeans having so much fun in America. And I can only imagine what Petra is seeing and thinking, like, in Europe, the thought of America is honestly so bad because the media makes you think it's like a war zone, everything bad's happening there. How can people even survive? I'm scared to go there because blah, blah, blah. That's how the media in Europe really makes it seem. And I don't think it's fair, obviously, as an American. It's really nice to see a lot of Europeans at the World Cup truly seeing what America's like.
And it looks like they're all enjoying their time there. It really looks fun. So it kind of makes me want to go there too.
Excited to come back.
Yeah,
huh?
I want to go there too. I'm excited to come back. I really am.
Anyways, well, we hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any video recommendations, make sure you drop those down below. We always read the comments, and we are so thankful for all of your input, commenting, liking these videos, and of course, subscribing to our channel. If you want to see another video just like this, make sure you hit
like and
subscribe. We post videos every single week.
Also, thank you for joining me on this journey of discovering America with this one right here.
Yeah.
And thank you for being a part of this community.
And we hope to see you in the next one. Cheers. You ready?
You better do it again right
3,
now.
2.
3, 2, 1.
Cheers.
Cheers.